Hello there! So it's been a little while since I made my last bullet journal video, so I decided to show you my new bullet journal. I stopped working on my last one in like November of 2016 because that's when I had my nervous breakdown, jazz hands. And I only recently started it up again in April of 2018. But I've been keeping it going since then, and I've really shifted things around and changed the way that I want to do things. So I decided to show you some of my old bullet journal stuff. So this is the way that I set up my calendar pages. So I have the days of the month going down the side, and then 3 sections each for activities, academics, and miscellanea. And I also have my weekly tasks down here at the bottom. And I also have monthly goals on this side. So I didn't actually finish my monthly goals during the month of April. So it was to finish a book I was reading and apply for internships. I did apply for an internship, but I didn't get the internship, which sucked. So then this is the way that my setup was originally. So I would have one entire page for to-dos, lists, stuff like that, and this page for my date for my weekly spread. So I would have the quote of the week. This week's was look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. Oh, I forgot to explain my key. So I have square is a task, a triangle is a deadline, a circle is an event or an appointment. If it's X'd out, it's canceled. If it's filled in, it's completed. And if there's an arrow through it, it's been moved. So yeah. So these, I also added in my tick tracker. So as you know, I have Tourette's. And it's really beneficial for me to track how my tics are from day to day. So like mild, moderate, severe, or a tic attack. And so most days when I'm not like super stressed out, my tics are very mild with like a couple moderate days in there. But I do experience tic attacks, so I keep track of those as well. And I also have my habit tracker, which has things like shower, morning pills, night pills, and drinking water. But these have been updated later on, so. Okay, so this is my emergency phone numbers page. I covered them up because I don't want you people calling my friends, or my doctor, or Muhlenberg Campus Safety. So, not that I think you would do that, but just as a precaution. So these are my emergency phone numbers, and this is my fall schedule for 2018. So it's got my classes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't have classes on Fridays, which is great. All right. This is called To Do for Low Days. It's basically my self-care checklist. Shower, brush my teeth, make my bed, eat something, drink some water, some various self-care, get dressed comfortably, call my mom. And so this is my Why I Love Being Neurodivergent page. So I made this during Autism Acceptance Month of 2018, which is April. And it's just a list of reasons why I love my neurodivergent brain. And it really helps me when I get like stuck being like, oh, I wish I was normal, you know what I mean? So this is May, which has basically the same setup as April, except I shifted the layout of the to-do list a little bit. So yeah, that was May. This is my books to read list, which as you can see, there's a lot of them, and I've only read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. So I really need to get cracking. This isn't like to be read by any specific time though. So it's just like a list of books to read eventually. This is my voice lesson songs. I haven't updated it with the songs that I'm singing for next semester, but these are all of the songs that I've sung so far. This is my pen test page. So it's got like all the different colors from my pens. And I just recently got the Crayola Super Tips, and I'm so excited. They were $5 at Five Below, and it was great. This is my radio station songs. So whenever I need to round out a playlist, these are the songs that I will shove in last minute. And this is the bumper sticker for my school's radio station, WMUH 91.7 Allentown, the only station that matters. You can listen to it online. I can put the link in the description, but you can listen to it online. I don't have a regular set show anymore because I've been pretty busy this semester, so I'm a designated sub. But yeah, it's fun and I enjoy it. Yeah, so this is my TV show tracker. It's got Called the Midwife, Orange is the New Black, which I have not started yet, Stranger Things, the It miniseries, which I have not started yet, Queer Eye, Steven Universe, which I have finished, and Yikes. If you know anything about Steven Universe and want to talk to me about the last couple episodes, let me know in comments. The End of the Fucking World, which I have not started yet, The Great British Bake Off, which I am 5 episodes into the last season. I refuse to recognize new season without Mary Berry and Sue and Mel. I refuse to recognize it, so I'm not going to watch it. Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, which I haven't started yet, and Barry, which I'm only 3 episodes in on, but I love it because I love Bill Hader, and he's playing Richie Tozier in the new It movie, and I am psyched. Alright, up next we've got, this is my supplies for the Mile House that I'm living in this year. This is the first page of my washi tape swatches. I have a lot of washi tape and I'm going to show you that in a minute. This is June. And I shifted around my setup for June. So I used these larger boxes on the top and then had the open space on the bottom where I've got my tick tracker and my habit tracker. And yeah, and I also added a little bit of washi tape detail on the bottom, which is nice. So here's more. This was my summer plans for this summer. So Pride, Interactive Introverts was a religious experience, and I'm going to buy the movie of it, even though I did see it, because I want to relive it for the rest of my life. Get a job, I worked this summer, read 4 books, which I did, journal every day, which I did, go to my friend Jenny's birthday, which I did, and I didn't sew a cosplay this summer, even though I wanted to, because I was just super busy. These are my games to play, and I'm really proud of this little Space Invader that I drew. So I want to play Portal and Life is Strange, but the thing is, I don't really have a, what's it called, a controller, and it's really, really hard to play games like that with like a mouse pad and stuff, so I want to try and get a controller before I play that. I did try playing Papers, Please, and I didn't really like it that much. Maybe I just didn't like get as far into it as I should have, but it just seemed very repetitive and very boring, and I didn't really like it. I'm making progress in Stardew Valley. I played it mostly over the summer, but I'm starting to clear away all the crap on my farm, and I recently updated my backpack, which is good. And I've been making my way through the mines and battling slimes and all that stuff. And yes, Dream Daddy is on my list because Dan and Phil started playing it and they didn't finish playing it, and I need to know what happens in Dream Daddy. This is the rest of my washi tape swatches, which is slightly a little less aesthetically pleasing than the rest of my washi tape swatches, which is strange. You would think that it would look the same, but like I really like the color scheme down here, but on this page it just doesn't look pretty, and I don't really know why. Alright, this is my Facts About Tourette Syndrome page. I didn't post a video for Tourette Syndrome Awareness Month this year, but I did post this on all my various social media, and this is also the moon phases, because like I like to do witchy things occasionally, and moon phases is a very good witchy thing to do. So yeah. This is my mental health page. So it's got my top coping mechanisms, my top triggers, my medications, all that jazz. And this is my tarot page. This was for the month of June, so a spread for the month ahead. And I was gonna do this every month, but I only did it twice, which is strange because I really love doing tarot, but yeah. This is my July page, which is some awesome avocado washi tape. Same sort of spread, habit tracker, tick tracker. This is my July tarot spread. And this is for, I adapted my character sheet for the first game of D&D that I ever played. And I played it online, so I didn't really enjoy it very much. And we only ever did one episode, we only ever did one session of a campaign and we haven't finished it. So it was kind of boring for me. But I am playing with some other kids on campus this year, which is a lot more fun than playing online games, definitely. This is August with the same layout with some flamingo washi tape. One thing that I really love is I got this little sticky note pad from Muji that has like little check boxes on it, and I love using it in my bullet journal because for lists and stuff. But yeah, so this is my budget tracker. This is just the one so far. I have a second budget tracker because I filled this one up. This is when my family went to Fort Lauderdale, so I did things to do in Fort Lauderdale, just a bunch of various stuff. And we didn't do most of them. We mostly just sat by the pool, but it was still a fun page to make. This is my September page with an awesome unicorn washi tape. And so during September, like once school started, I started doing daily pages. So I have tasks, schedule, and notes. So, and then I have my tick tracker as well, my tick tracker and my habit tracker. I shifted it around so that I did washi tape on the bottom instead of diagonally. And I really love it because like I have so much washi tape that I need to use it up. So this is really a helpful way to like use washi tape. Another thing that I did, this one wasn't filled in because I didn't go to therapy that week, is I've been doing post-therapy notes. So I have a summary, things to remember, tough stuff, and for next time. So I started keeping it like this, and it's really helpful because I'm able to remember the stuff that we talked about and like tips and tricks so that I don't just like walk out of therapy and forget it immediately. And in September I had a page for both days of the weekend, but I didn't really like doing that because I didn't have room for my tick tracker and my habit tracker. And on weekends, I mostly don't track my day-to-day schedule. I mostly track habits and ticks. So I needed to have the space for tasks and I needed to have the space for the trackers. Yeah, so that's September. Let's skip to the end of September. And this is my weekly schedule for college. We've got classes, my internship, my research meeting, therapy, internship, and chapter. So these are all of the scheduled day-to-day events that I have every single day. These are the textbooks that I needed for this semester. This is my information for my research apprenticeship. And this is my semester at a glance, which has September, October, November, December, because I only make about a month in advance of all of my pages. So I didn't have, at the beginning of the school year, I didn't have October, November, or December made. So this is just helpful so that I have this large schedule ahead of time, so I know when and where I'm going to be doing stuff. This is the October page. So I have 2 goals in my weekly tasks and all that jazz. And so what I did was I shifted this around. So I made the tasks bar bigger and the notes bar smaller. But as I've been using it, I don't really like it that much. So October is basically the exact same as September except for that little switch. So for November, I switched back to the notes being larger and the tasks being smaller. This is my second budget page. For any squeamish men out there, you might want to click away for a moment. This is my period tracker because I've noticed that as my hormones fluctuate, I have worse ticks. So I'm tracking tick attacks and like just generally more severe ticks to see if my hormones are affecting it. This is my grade tracker. So I've gotten all A's so far this semester and I'm very proud. So this just keeps track of all my grades so that I don't like worry about them, if that makes sense. Like so that I know how I'm doing so I don't get surprised at the end of the semester when it's like, why do I have a C? You know what I mean? And this is my November spread with some awesome washi tape. This is all November. I'm still doing the post-therapy notes. I'm still doing daily spreads. And this is some typography that I wanted to do. So it's from a song by Matisyahu. It says, bound to stumble and fall, but my strength comes not from man at all. So I have a lot of weird issues with religion. and I've been trying to find my relationship with God again. And so this kind of thing really helped me. And these are my grad school plans, because I thought that I wasn't going to graduate until December 2019, but surprise, I'm graduating in May of 2019. So I need to figure out grad school stuff. So these are all the schools that I'm applying to with their due dates, the professors that I'm getting recommendations from, and GRE stuff. And I also need to work on my resume and my research experience and all that fun stuff. So that's the bullet journal. And for the first time in a very long time, I'm very close to finishing it. I've only got about this much left. So I can probably squeeze December in, and that's pretty much gonna be it. All right, so I'm going to show you some of my awesome new stationery and washi tape and stuff. So first, this is my new favorite pen. It is the Muji .38 pen. It's basically just a plain black pen. It has a really awesome fine tip. That writes really small and makes my handwriting look so much neater because it's so thin. All right, these are my washi tape boxes. I have 3 of them because I have a shit ton of washi tape. At my last count, I have 106 rolls. And so yeah, it's just a bunch of pretty washi tape. You can take a look. I'm not gonna go through them individually because that's a lot of washi tape. So this is my day-to-day pencil case. I usually have a micron in there for smaller stuff, some pencils, the Precise V7 pens. I use these to take notes in class a lot of the time. The Papermate Flare pen in red, which I like to use for correcting papers on my tests. I have the Pilot G2 in red, blue, and green, which I use these for taking notes in class if I need to like highlight something. I have my tiny scissors. I got these from Kinokuniya, I think is how it's pronounced, in New York City, and they are amazing and I love them so much. I have a couple stuff that I got from Muji, like this tiny ruler or this tiny pencil. And yeah, the rest is just a lot of pens and pencils and stuff. And this pencil case is from my pen pal, Helena. She's from England and she buys me really great presents for my birthday. I haven't written back to her in a while, which sucks. But yeah, so thank you, Helena. And then finally, my favorite thing that I have is my the final thing that I have left is my Kianshan pencil case, which is, as you can see, is huge. And it is full of pens, and I love it so much. So we've got my mild liners, which for the longest time I thought were pronounced mid liners, but it's not, they're mild. And the Pilot G2s in 07. These small brush pens and these chisel pens. The Stabilo 88s. These jelly scented smelly roll pens. I have a Le Pen pen. I have several Tombos and then other brush pens. My cheap brush pens that I got from Barnes & Noble, some microns, and finally a whole bunch of Crayola Super Tips. I love my pencil case so much. Like, I feel like John Mulaney where he's like, you have your law practice and me, I got all these fucking markers. Yeah, so I got all these fucking markers. So yeah, that's my bullet journal haul, I guess. It's not a haul. That's my bullet journal supplies and my bullet journal for today. I hope that you enjoyed. If you'd like to see my last bullet journal video, I have an entire playlist on my channel called Bujo, which has videos that I love that have taught me how to bullet journal, and also the bullet journal videos that I've made. And yeah, so I hope that you enjoyed this, and like and subscribe, ring that bell, I'm being a YouTuber right now. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed. All right, have a great day. Bye-bye.